Hey, welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Row. I've got Jamie here in the speakeasy with me tonight. We just got done filming a video for her channel, Beyond the Row. Go check that out if you have not. But we're going to be doing a 16-bottle store haul. We're going to be doing them really quick tonight.
Wow, David. I see all the bottles over there, and I know I really like some of them.
Yeah, some of them are really good bottles. So first up tonight, we're going to go with an Eagle Rare. This is an Eagle Rare that I picked up from Raymond. Raymond got this for me up in Maryland, Delaware, I can't remember exactly, but it's a store pick, so I'm really excited to get this one. It was $50, and I'm super excited to have that in the speakeasy. Dark Island. Now, Papa Joe, great supporter and Patreon of the channel, he picked this one up for me in New York, gave it to me as a gift. Now, Dark Island, this is musically mature. This is River Blues. So similar to like the Blackened Willet, where they play music at the barrels to like activate the whiskey with the charcoal and everything else. Very similar concept they use at Dark Island. So I'm excited to open this one up, see how it works. It's 4 years age stated, and you know it's comes in at 90 proof. All right, next up is Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. 7-year age stated. Did a video not too long ago talking about how good a bottle this was. I've had it in price anywhere from $40 to $60, but this one was actually a gift from Heaven Hill as part of the sponsorship they did.
And it was really good.
I really enjoy this bottle, so I was super excited to get this as part of that sponsorship. Next up is George Remus. Now, this was a Virginia ABC store pick. Virginia ABC had a store pick day here where they had like 17 different bottles where they did store picks, and certain stores had certain picks. When I got to my local store, this was the best one available to me, and I do like a George Remus, 114 proof, pretty solid bottle. Excited to have this one. Next up is Hidden Barn. Now, this is an interesting bottle. Now, Jackie Zykan, after she left Old Forester, she ended up teaming up with these folks and works with them now. This is batch number 2, coming at 110 proof. It's actually signed, which is pretty awesome. And anyway, it's decent. I don't say I love it, but it's solid. Dom helped me pick this up.
It's different.
It's very different. I paid $76 for this. Dom helped me get it, so thank you so much, Dom. And it's definitely interesting and excited to see where this brand goes now that Jackie's part of the team. 2XO, the Phoenix Blend. Now this, Ian Desmond is the one behind this one, 104 proof. Really nice bottle. Ended up being in Jamie's top 10 for the year. We got this from Levi in Indiana. He actually sent us a sample for a 5-way blind that we did on Beyond the Row. On
Patreon Pours.
Yeah, on our Patreon Pours. And we enjoyed it so much that I asked Levi if he could find us a bottle. He did and sent it to us, and super excited to have that. Now up next is a 2-for-1, and this is Penelope Architect. Now this is build 2 and build 4. Now Jonathan helped me get a hold of this one. We traded a Penelope 1 for a Penelope 2. He sent me a 2, I sent him a 1. So we both have both Penelopes now. And then Josh down in North Carolina sent me this one. I paid him $60 for it. And so now I've got build 4. So now I have builds 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Penelopes. I think they're really good for the price. They custom blend them to taste. And I think they're great buys for about $60.
Ooh, my guy.
Yes. This is one of Jamie loves her Maker's Mark. Now this is...
I do.
Yeah, this is BRT 02. Now this is the second. We did a store haul not too long ago where we did BRT 01, and I think the BRT 01 is actually a little bit tastier. It's a little bit better balanced to me. A little bit sweeter as well. But this is a solid ball, and I'm excited. We have opened it, but haven't done a store haul on it. Some of these are open. I'm so far behind on store hauls, and part of this is pushing 16 is just to get stuff off the shelf so that we can actually get them into our normal rotation and me not feel bad that we actually haven't shared them with you.
And I feel like that's the entry into 2023.
I know, we got to clear the shelves off. Now this is a Smoke Wagon Uncut the Younger. Now I've never had one of these. 104 proof. Chris here in Virginia helped me get a hold of this one as part of a trade that we made, or a deal we made. And I've never had one. I'm excited to try it. I haven't opened it up yet, but I'm interested to see what a Uncut the Younger brings to the table versus the standard Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered, which I'm a huge fan of. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C922. Now Jamie is actually drinking the A122, which turns out to be one of her favorite bottles of 2022. Now we haven't opened this one up. We haven't tried it yet, so I can't attest to how good this one is or not. I feel like the Elijah Craigs are getting better and better. It seems like when I first started picking those up in 2019 or whatever, they've kind of gotten better over time overall. Now, not always, but overall. Now, these are 12-year age-stated, non-chill filtered. These are great, great buys when you can get them. I picked this up at the Virginia ABC during a drop. They do the bottle drops here in Virginia. I was able to get a hold of one for $70. Excited to have this in the Speakeasy. I have all of the 2022s now, and I'm excited to see how this stacks up to legends like the A122 Jamie's drinking, which is fantastic. All right, up next is a Starward Vitalis. Now, this is coming out of Australia. It's not actually a bourbon. It's technically just an Australian whiskey, for lack of a better word. Comes in this great box, great bottle, and have opened this up and tasted it. And it is really, really interesting. It's like a blend between an Irish whiskey, little bit of Scotch notes in there, and like an American whiskey. It's very fascinating. Really do like this one. They are available online. You can go find them, pick them up. This was essentially a gift. Starward sent me this for free, so take that for what it's worth. But I do actually really like this bottle. If you are a bourbon lover who also likes Scotch and Irish whiskeys, this is one that you really want to check out. This is the Vitalis, and I definitely recommend it.
I'm kind of interested in knowing how this tastes.
Yeah, now this, they did not pay for a sponsorship or anything. This is just, they just sent it to me. You know, distilleries will sometimes send us stuff for free, and I will tell you when they send it to us for free. Let me taste
Holy
it.
fudge.
So to me, I get a little bit of that grape. I get some orange, mixed fruit, a little bit of orange, a little bit of Scotch note in there. But it's like a blended whiskey. The best thing I would describe it as is, like I said, a blend between a sweet bourbon, a little bit of Irish, and a sweet Scotch.
It was super sweet. It was grape and a little bit of funk, and I think that's the Scotch.
Yeah, that was the note. But I think it's a solid bottle, and one that you can probably get a hold of. Up next, we have a Blanton's. Now, this one came from Justin in Maryland. I paid him $100 for it. He picked it up there. This is got a dump date of 3/31/22. 93 proof, as all Blanton's are. I don't know what the horsey top is. The horsey top is an N. So excited to have another Blanton's in the Speakeasy. It's not one that we normally drink, but it's one that we love to give away for charity live streams, for trades, and whatever else. So we do like having a Blanton's here in the Speakeasy. All right, now if you've tuned into our live streams lately, I've talked a lot about 13th Colony. This is a double oak cast strength coming in at like 135 proof. It is so incredibly dark.
13th Colony is actually in my top 10.
This is one of Jamie's top 10 bottles for the year, and it was in my top 10 for the year as well. It's absolutely fantastic. They're coming out with another release, I believe, in September, and I'm excited to see how that compares to this one. Great bottle, you know, it's the whole birthday, the Old Forester birthday bourbon looking bottle. It's a great one. It's very hard to find, but thank you to Doc Deal for helping us get this down in Georgia. I paid $80 for it at the time. These are running on secondary for much more now, and they are an incredibly good experience. All right, next up is Yellowstone Limited Edition 2022. John, Kim, great support of the channel, helped me get a hold of this down in Georgia. Paid retail for it, and I think it was like $125 I paid for it. It's a really, really good bottle. It's like kind of a quintessential bourbon, a little bit of graininess to it, but it's just really they call it a mellow mash, and I would totally agree. It's just very, very sippable, very good. 101 proof. I heard mixed reviews about the 2021, so we didn't get it at the time. And then Levi sent us a sample of this. We really liked it, so I ended up asking John. He offered, and I was able to get a hold of one from him, and then somebody else sent me a 2021. So very, very excited to have this in the Speakeasy, because I'm definitely a fan of these now. Last up tonight is one of my favorite bottles of 2022. Already opened it, as you can tell, had a little bit of it. This is the Michter's 10-year rye from 2022. Absolutely delicious bottle. I've always been saying for quite a while now, if you have the option of getting the Michter's 10-year rye or the 10-year bourbon, I think the rye is a better pick, you know, overall.
David, I feel like you're just a Michter's fan.
I am a Michter's fan, and that is true.
You are.
That is our last bottle for tonight. Very excited to have the Michter's from 2022, the Michter's 10-year rye. I haven't put this one up against the 2021 to tell the differences, and I do have both. But it's one of those things where if you can get a Michter's 10-year rye for $200 or less, That is 16 bottles that we've brought into the Speakeasy recently that we haven't had a chance to share with you this way. Some of them we've had before on live streams. We've done some videos with some of them, but we've never actually brought them to you in a store haul. So if you ended up enjoying this store haul, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Until next time, find a bottle you love. Definitely go for it. If you ended up enjoying this video, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
David, it is 2023.
It is, Jamie.